Today, the 14th, January, March, April, January, February, March. What's this? March? I can march on through. My mother used to say that. My father used to always repeat it. If you can January and February, you can march right on through. So here we are marching on to up to Zion. Got to do a study of that. They knocked off that Zion thing on the Matrix. Made it look like a refuge. Last stronghold. I was back at the monument, between the monument and the Capitol. I was in the middle of the monument between them. I think I was nearer to the, I'm halfway point. I think I'm near, I might be nearer to the Capitol. I think that's right in the middle though, actually. Federal Triangle, because they put the Federal Triangle right there. If I walk straight in one direction, I can go to the wharf. If I walk the other way, I can go downtown, uptown. And the monument and the Capitol on either side, I actually was off a little bit, a few feet off from the one during the insurrection. I was over far enough to see the steps of the Capitol. But I see I'm a little rusty. I didn't shoot through my, I did a bad job of Bohemian Rhapsody, but I have my playlist, and I think if I go out there, I can use that for to run through my playlist, run through all the songs. If I stick to the playlist, try to run through each song at a time, that'll be a good thing to do. But I decided to set up each location ready to go online, to be able to go to stream. I want to be able to stream from any location from this is Studio 2, Studio 1. I'm trying to think, I think I could use another keyboard. You know what? It's no use in getting something that you're going to grow out of. There's a controller, 88 weighted key controller, but they said the feel is a little softer than the native instruments. And I like a solid feel. I like a hammer piano actually, but then again, I can use it for just for writing, and I can use this keyboard for practicing, but until my ship comes in. But yeah, I don't want to get some keyboards, and then when my ship comes in, I have other extra keyboards to really, but I think I did have 8 keyboards that I wasn't using half of them. But it'd be good to have 2 of each keyboard for each function. Like I have one. Well, you know what? I think I might end up growing out of this. If I knew someone that could really use this keyboard, and I hate to give, now I see why people don't want to give their cars or sell their cars to somebody that's going to let it rust in a garage. They want to give their, even though it's what do you call it? An object without a spirit. I'm not even going to get into that neither. Without a personality, well, I can't say that. Some people, they do have personalities, and most people give their drums name. Percussionists, they give their drums a name. But I just don't want to give the keyboard to somebody and it don't get the use out of it. You know, I want to, if I do it, so it got to be an intern, someone that's going to be able to explore the perimeters. But this is an ace in the hole keyboard. Maybe I could use that keyboard if I want to go on a road, you know. But I might as well not limit myself. It would be nice to have a workstation a real serious workstation, something like the Korg I mean, the montage or something on this level. But the montage is so many. It'd be nice to have another something. I like to see what they're going to who's going to come out and blow the Phantom out the water. But also see the Phantom is an ongoing project here. They're doing the firmware. You know, each time they come out with another firmware, the keyboard can do more functions. Back in the old days, you had to wait and buy a new keyboard just to get more functions out of it. Nowadays, you can move up. But I'm jumping around. I did make up in my mind that I wanted to be able to stream from any location. Okay, like get back to that Studio One in the other room. Since the keyboard is packed up and I've been using that one for outdoors, that's where I was headed when I was talking about more keyboards. Because I did want to play hammer action outdoors. And that PC CP88 is perfect for outdoors, really. But that hammer, I just had to be very careful with it, you know, not to be bumping it around. But, you know, if financially, but then again, it's not going to benefit me to get an extra keyboard, build up my rig for outdoors, and the world's not opening up. It is what it is. Like, you know, I just got to live with what I got. You know, I can't complain because the world's not opened up. I'm going to take the hand that I'm dealt. Matter of fact, I've been dealt a very good hand. I've been blessed. God has blessed me physically, spiritually. Spiritually, it should be another. My father used to always make sure you put all those things in the proper order. The physical is supposed to go last. Spiritual's first. Mentally second. And physically last. Spiritually, mentally, and physically blessed. And materially. Materials last. But I've been blessed, and I can't complain. Shouldn't complain. I was just looking. So funny. I have to do a whole life story thing, but everything ain't for everybody's ears. But the point is, when I start live streaming, I have to keep everything, try to keep as much of my personal life personal as possible. You know, feature what I'm going to feature. My music. I'm going to feature my music. I'm going to feature the learning process of the learning curve of different instruments, programming, and the execution of the academia of the music aspect of the science, arts and science, the study of the arts and science of music theory. Music, this art and science of music theory, study of it, and the execution, and how the execution is performed with the latest technology. And some of the technology, as far as a piano is going to be the main feature, and then from there I'm going to get into the electric piano and synthesizer. Electric piano is a whole gamut of, you have so many different electric pianos that came out over the years. They were so heavy, and now they have the lineup of those sounds. I think I need to, I'm going to be playing piano, electric piano, and then I'm going to be moving into synthesizers, you know, and then a combination of the three. I don't think I want to do a lot with organ, because that's a whole animal. It should be respected as shouldn't be halfway done. You know, if you don't know how to work the Leslie properly, and there's a technique to playing organ. It's a whole key thing. You playing the organ, you hold one key and you work around that. It's always be, most of the time, I ain't gonna say always, it's not written in stone. Most of the time when you're playing organ, one key is held down. One key is held down, and then you chord and arpeggio around it. One key is held down to leading tone, the melody or harmony of the song. It's always one key held. It's that sustains. And then you have your walking bass line, and you have your pedals. And if you don't have the pedals, most of the time you split and you're doing the left. The guy that was playing my keyboard the other day, he was mostly an organist, but this guy was banging. I know he done broke some organ in his days. He done broke some keys in his day. But for now, I think, like I say, my personal life it might have to pop out there, because I was going to say my schedule. See, as far as playing music outdoors, it's a whole life within itself. You just can't say, I'm going to go out and play today. And if you really want to be a busker or street performer, you have to have your days in your house arranged. Because you can't, it's like today, I can't wake up and say, oh, like I wanted to move this keyboard. I wanted to move this into the other room. And it's also an outdoor rig here. So that'll throw off, I can't do that today, because I wanted to vacuum in the corners today. I wanted to bring out the big vacuum and hit the whole floor. I love this wood floor. I promised I would keep it tight where you can actually see one or two pieces of dust on the floor. That's how I want to have in here, just to take care of the blessings, not to be obsessed, but to take care of what God has given given me. I'm going to keep it immaculate, as if I just moved in. I did want to move into another apartment. So I always tell people, if you ever want to move into another apartment, make sure you move your oven. If you've been there for years, you got to move the oven, clean up under the oven, move the ice box and clean up under the ice box. And you have to clean in every corner, move all your furniture and move all your furniture and make sure the floor is not messed up. If you had the arrangement for the same arrangement for years, move your furniture to make sure that the floor is not damaged up under there. Rotate stuff around, clean as if you just moved in, or if you were moving out, you have to move out. You have to make sure the apartment is immaculate, just like it was as near as well. That's a whole nother story. But the goal is to be thankful for what you got. If you want some more, you're not even being thankful for what you got. That's just greedy. That's just greedy, not being thankful. Let me go ahead and move on. It's some stuff that I did want to talk about too, because there's some. I want to put some of my keyboards on extensions. Like how you put your flat screen on extension and you can move it around and flip it all upside down. I want to put most of my things on that, like the keyboard, the regular keyboard, the mouse keyboard, the computer keyboard. I want to have it so I can slide it around and let it go. I did see one of those things where it had like 5 for your camera. It's a lightweight one though. I would like to get a heavy duty one. It has a thing for a small monitor. It has a thing for a camera. It has like 5 arms. I'm going to do a review on that. It has like 5 different arms. I wonder if I put it if I bookmarked it. I wonder if I bookmarked it. I wouldn't have no category to bookmark it. Let me see. See if I have any new. I have to make a thing on. I have bookmarks. Let me read them. Native instruments. I have Superior Drummer. Songs to Learn. Woodshed. Woodshed and Songs to Learn are different. Songs to Learn. I still haven't got that Yellow Jacket yet. Woodshed in its practice habits, theory and practice habits. I got my Casio in here. New Max, Waves, plugins, movies. and videos, ScreenFlow and all that, DaVinci, OBS. It's a new little camera. They got a little teeny new camera that follows you around. I got grants and proposals. Nothing's in there. I used to be really good on grants and proposals. I need to start waking up a couple hours earlier just to review my grants and proposals. That's money sitting in the bank. Not, here in America, you can apply for a grant, and then if it's something that they think would help the country or people in need, they give you money for that. There's money set aside for that. I have the School of Arts and Science. I don't know why I put this in here. This should have been with woodshedding or music studies. See, those are two extra folders that could have been combined. I got my Boss Looper, CDM Studio. This is studio stuff. This is stuff in here should be to upgrade the studio. This is where it should have been. This is where I should have put it at. It was an extension. Had like 5 different arms. One for a camera, one for a microphone, one for a light. You could move them all around. And then it was a little heavy one in the middle for you could put a monitor on it. I want to get a heavier form of that so I can sit here, and if it's something I need, I could just grab it and pull it in front of me, or grab it and pull it over to the side. I want 3 of them. One in the middle to grab and move stuff around over here. So I have everything, and it's going to build up where it's going to be like everything I need, like, all stacked in order, like a little small workstation. So I won't have to have sliding around in my chair. Everything will be right at reach, if you know what I mean. But I didn't put it away. I know I can find it. Let me go back to home studio. It should have been here. But I did see the thing that I did, videos. Let me go back. Videos, this OBS thing, smart webcam. That'll get me there. Yeah, I'm going to leave here.